This is how you're going to survive Mercury retrograde. My name is Bria Samai. I'm a certified karmic astrologer. Mercury is the planet that rules over sharing. So how we get our stuff to the hands of other people. And when it's in Virgo, it has to do with service. Any person, place, or thing that services another human. Learning from the previous retrogrades is highlighting a theme of the work-life experience changing. So we're seeing even more dents coming in when it comes to how we earn our money, from the time that we spend to how this is being executed. Efficiency is being sorted through. On a personal note, we're going to see this as our structures in our day-to-day jobs is going to be changing. This retrograde, plus the conjunction we had of Uranus and Mars meeting up that caused the tech issues, as well as Donnie being on the ear. This is setting the stage for the new workforce and how people are earning a living. So the service-oriented jobs are going to shift an autonomous form of an employee. So basically people are becoming more contractors, and the 9-to-5 jobs now adopting time freedom into their structure, kind of like them not controlling your time. So instead of giving you a schedule, they kind of release shifts and you could pick up whatever one fits you in your schedule and your lifestyle. I think some businesses have already been doing this, but I do think it's going to become more of a norm after this retrograde. So looking at the normalization of creative work, I've labeled this now when it comes to people who are making a living on their own out of their own talents and gifts. We're going to start seeing more officiality around it, and almost like this is the next thing, like an acceptance of it. And we're going to start to see more of these 9-to-5 people adopt that creative lifestyle. So a quick example that I'm thinking about is teachers who normally work at a school, taking on the homeschool or online field and becoming accredited, of course, and getting online and start teaching online classes through websites and platforms that are being formed for teachers who now want their autonomy, where we've never seen this before. In the past, teaching has been reserved for in person, and it's really about a technological reinvention of these 9-to-5 jobs. Another one I think about is telehealth, telemedicine, and how that is also being transcribed into the online world, and it's less and less in person. So I do think that we're going to start seeing this a lot more too. This Mercury retrograde is also making you the CEO of your body. Virgo rules over health and wellness, and so the focus is starting off with how you are taking care of yourself. So what's going to be highlighted is the things that you're not doing for yourself, how you're letting things slip by your hand, and kind of being at a place where you cannot ignore it. Something has to be done. So this has a lot to do with lifestyle changes, getting better physically, treating yourself more holistically, eating more nutritious foods, or finally taking yourself to a adequate practitioner that can advise you on how to best take care of your body. But there is a sense and a tone here of autonomy that is really loud, of you changing the way that this is done. So you're kind of breaking your own traditions or what is expected of you on a society level. On a worldview, I am seeing this being a political discussion of what is appropriate for mandating on the body, especially with children, because this retrograde is going to go into Leo. So that brings into conversation our kids and our children and how we are creating a better world and a safe world for them. Of course, everybody has their own opinions about this, but it's kind of something that we are ready to start talking about. And my suggestion to all the parents out there is that you ultimately know what's best for your child, and you want to really practice your voice and your rights over your little ones because they trusted you with that, right? So I know that it could be really hard, especially if you're in California. It's crazy here, but trust that you have the capacity and ability to protect your child in any way that you feel you need to. Surprisingly, I'm also seeing a lot of transitions happening in this retrograde where a lot of people are choosing to just move on into their star form. And I want to say that these are going to be people who are struggling with chronic illnesses already for a long time that just kind of tilts the wheel and they decide to transition. Bottom line, the way to survive this retrograde is to get your act together. You have to organize and structure your lifestyle and routines to one that realistically supports your goals. If you're trying to be a ballerina, but nowhere in your day you're practicing to become a ballerina, that's not going to happen. So this retrograde is about getting real about your goals and how you're going to get there on a day-to-day basis. The second part of the retrograde and how to survive it when it goes into Leo, it's going to be about working on believing in yourself and self-love. These are ways that you have not put yourself first in your creative vision and your creative drive. So together, when you put these two concepts together, it's what toxic traits, toxic behavior is holding me back from realizing my dreams and realizing what makes my heart happy. But we are a couple days into the retrograde, so let me know how this is looking for you. Are you guys feeling it? Are you not? Are you going back to sleep? Let me know in the comments.